Hello students, in this video we will discuss with two questions of NCERT. The first one is explain how sexual reproduction gives rise to more viable variations than asexual reproduction and how it affects the evolution of the organisms. Before we go in detail, let's first discuss the differences between asexual and sexual reproduction, which you have studied in your previous classes also. Asexual reproduction involves single parent and sexual reproduction involves one or two parents. In asexual reproduction, there is no production of gametes, that is, gametes are not produced. Sexual reproduction, the reproductive cells undergo meiotic division and leads to the formation of gametes. In asexual reproduction, there is no fusion of the gametes, and in sexual reproduction, the male and the female gametes which are produced, they fuse during fertilization and leads to the formation of a diploid zygote. Asexual reproduction requires only mitotic divisions, but sexual reproduction requires both mitotic and meiotic division. Meiotic division takes place only in the reproductive cells and leads to the reduction of the chromosomes. In asexual reproduction, the offsprings which are produced are identical to the parents. But in sexual reproduction, the offspring may have some characters of male parent, some characters of female parents, and some characters may not be present in both the parents. That is, there is mixing of the characters also, and the new characters are also produced. In asexual reproduction, the chances of genetic variations is less, and that is only through some random mutations. But in sexual reproduction, the chances of variations are more. More of the variations are produced. And the asexual reproduction, it is helping in natural selection. So on the basis of these, we can now understand that why in sexual reproduction the variations are more. As two parents are involved, there is formation of gametes, there is separation of the homologous chromosomes, and the paternal and maternal chromosomes separate from one another, and during the formation of the zygote, there is fertilization of these gametes, and then there is mixing of the characters of the maternal and paternal chromosomes, and there is crossing over and mixing of the characters too. The exchange of genetic material takes place between the homologous chromosomes, and there is mixing of characters. Along with this, there is also variations which are present due to mutation or errors in the copying of the DNA. But if we see in asexual reproduction, where only single parent is involved, no gamete formation, no separation of homologous chromosomes, no fertilization of gametes, and the variations which are present, they are mainly due to error during the DNA copying or due to mutation. That is why more variations are present in sexually reproducing organisms in comparison to asexual reproduction. The second question is, how is the equal genetic contribution of male and female parents ensured in the progeny? Most of the organisms which are reproducing by sexual method are diploid, that is having 2n number of chromosomes, or their genetic material consists of two sets of the chromosome. One set being coming from the male parent and another set being coming from the female parent. If we understand it with the example of human beings have 23 pairs of chromosomes, or total 46 chromosomes, and from these 23 pairs, half of the chromosomes are coming from the male and half of the chromosomes are coming from the female. Now, when there is formation of gamete formation when takes place, then the gametes carry only single set of chromosome and gametes are haploid. For example, in human beings, the male gamete will have 23 pairs of chromosome and the female gamete will have 23 pairs of chromosomes. Then during sexual reproduction, there is fusion of these two types of the gametes. That is, the male and the female gamete will fuse with one another and there will be formation of zygote. The male gamete will bring one set of chromosome, that is from the male parent, and the female gamete will bring one set of chromosome, that is what is from the female parent. When two gametes fuse during sexual reproduction, the normal diploid chromosome complement is restored. That is, the haploid gametes, they fuse with one another and the diploid zygote is formed. It consists of 50% chromosomes from the male parent and 50% chromosomes from the female parent. Therefore, both the parents contribute equal genetic material to the offspring through the fusion of the gametes. First, there is separation of the chromosomes, that is the male and the female parent, they will be producing the gametes where there will be reduction of the chromosome, and then there is fusion of the gametes, and again these haploid gametes, they fuse with one another and there is restoration of the diploid number. So it means that the characters are coming 50% from the male parent and 50% from the female parent. So there is equal contribution of male and the female parent in the progeny. Thank you.